All right, settle in, you beautiful degenerates, and welcome to the Drunken Rant Uncensored. What's the scandal today, Wolf? Sounds like Trump's got his knickers in a twist again.
Oh, it's a good one. It's about Trump freaking out because Bezos, Jeff Bezos almost did something honest for a change.
Honest? Bezos, go on. This sounds juicy as fuck already. What do you nearly do? Expose Trump's tax returns?
Not quite. Even better. So, Amazon, right? His little empire. They apparently considered, mind you, showing you, you listening, how much Trump's precious tariffs are adding to the price of your crap.
No fucking way. Seriously, you want to tax everything that moves and then throw a goddamn hissy fit when someone might actually point it out? The balls on that guy.
Right. Total horseshit. So yeah, tonight's glorious descent into madness, we're calling it. Tariff Tantrum. Trump's Amazon freakout.
I love it. Yeah. Catchy and accurate. Okay, before we get truly shit-faced on the details, hit that subscribe button, you magnificent creatures. Stay angry, stay informed.
Absolutely. So let's get into the muck. We've got reports, CNN Business, Punchbowl News, saying Amazon was kicking around this idea, putting the tariff cost, right there on the product page.
Imagine actual fucking transparency from Amazon or anyone involved with that administration. Wonders never cease.
Well, they didn't actually do it because Trump apparently lost his goddamn mind.
Oh, I bet he did. What happened? Did he tweet in all caps?
Worse, he reportedly called Jeffy B himself, had a right go at him apparently, complaining, whining.
Oh, let's be a fly on that one.
Yeah.
So Bezos just caved immediately.
Seems like it. Trump later said it was a good call, and Bezos solved the problem very quickly. Solved the problem.
Solved the problem of people potentially knowing the truth. Did the right thing, quote unquote. Right for Trump's ego, maybe.
Exactly. And then the White House pipes up. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the idea of showing the cost a hostile and political act.
Hostile? Showing a number. What's hostile is the goddamn tariff screwing people over in the first place. Political?
Yeah, maybe, because it exposes your policy.
And get this, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick backed her up. Said it's hostile to make it seem like tariffs change prices.
Make it seem? They objectively do change prices. Are they fucking serious? What planet are these people on?
Planet denial, apparently. Lutnick actually claimed a 10% tariff won't change virtually any price, except, wait for it, mangoes.
Mangoes. Fucking mangoes. Because obviously the only thing America imports is tropical fruit, not, electronics, clothes, car parts. Everything.
And here's the kicker, that 10%, that's not even the whole story. Trump slapped like 145% tariffs on some stuff from China and a 10% minimum on nearly everything else. So it's a lot more than just 10% on your bloody mangoes.
It's deliberate obfuscation, isn't it? Lying by omission. So what did Amazon say officially? Did they grow a pair? No, of course not. Official statement was never a consideration for the main Amazon site, and nothing has been implemented on any Amazon properties. Standard corporate backpedaling.
Predictable. So they just threw the idea out there to see what happened, or was it a genuine, fleeting moment of potential honesty?
Well, they kind of half admitted they thought about it for Haul. That's their super cheap spin-off site. Stuff under $20.
For the really cheap crap.
Yeah. Listing import charges there, but even that, they said, was never approved and not going to happen, so quick retreat.
Meanwhile, you got Chuck Schumer, of all people, actually telling businesses, yeah, go on, show people the tariff costs. At least someone's talking sense.
Yeah, it's weird times when Schumer's encouraging corporate transparency against Trump. But look, other sites are doing stuff. Shin, Temu, they're changing pricing. Temu's even got a separate import charge line at checkout now.
So it is possible, and people are seeing it elsewhere. Just not on Big Daddy Amazon, where Trump could easily throw his weight around.
Seems that way. And Leavitt, oh god, she tried to muddy the waters even more. She dragged up this old Reuters report from 2021.
Oh yeah, what about?
Claiming Amazon partnered with some Chinese propaganda arm to censor reviews of Xi Jinping on their Chinese site.
What the actual fuck does that have to do with tariffs on stuff sold in America now?
Absolutely nothing. It's pure deflection. She used it to pivot to buy American onshore supply chains. Which, fine, but it totally ignores the tariff issue she was supposed to be addressing.
It's pathetic. Change the subject when you're caught lying. Classic playbook.
And the whole Bezos-Trump relationship is just bizarre. Bezos trying to cozy up, congratulating him, dinner at the White House.
Oh yeah, didn't Amazon chuck $1 million at Trump's inauguration fund?
They did. Yeah. And produced some documentary on Melania Trump, apparently. Talk about trying to hedge your bets.
And yet, Trump spent years slagging off Bezos and the Washington Post. But recently, he was praising Bezos in The Atlantic. He's 100%. He's been great. What gives?
Who the hell knows? Maybe it's the money. Bezos' net worth apparently dropped like $30 billion this year. Partly tariffs, partly the market, maybe? Is Trump feeling generous now? Bezos is slightly less obscenely rich. Or did Bezos promise to behave?
It's also transactional and gross. Okay, but this USA Today opinion piece you mentioned, calling transparency a crime. Seriously?
Yeah, one of the worst crimes imaginable under the Trump administration. Their words, just for potentially telling you how much extra you're paying because of his policies. It's fucking Orwellian.
It really lays bare what Leave It said, doesn't it? Calling truth-telling hostile and political when it makes dear leader look bad. Unfucking believable.
And Trump's comment about Bezos solving the problem and doing the right thing, it sounds so
Mafia-esque, like a nice little retail empire you got there, Jeff. Shame if something happened to it.
Exactly. The piece basically said Amazon's near honesty accidentally exposed the administration's lies about who pays for tariffs. Spoiler, it's you pay.
Always us, isn't it? Right, let's hear what the commentariat had to say. Sounds like people had thoughts.
Oh, they did. Loads. Paul said, basically, showing the cost is transparent, imposing the tax is political. Fair. Russell asked why companies get called greedy for inflation, but not for passing on tariff costs. Good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Double standards much. What else?
Dagnupsy was like, we see sales tax, gas tax, why not tariff tax? Makes sense. Joe asked, what's the difference? Neither tax benefits the seller directly. Stefan went further. All businesses affected should show it. Called it honest and patriotic.
Patriotic to show the cost of government policy. I like Stefan's style. Anyone get really angry.
Hannibal said opposing this transparency is like being in a cult, scared to question anything. Greg figured Trump just doesn't want his approval ratings, which are already apparently tanking, to get any worse.
Probably right on that one. Any business owners chime in?
Yeah, JQ. Said their company can't absorb the tariffs, they add it as a separate adjustment. Questioned if Trump even understands how business works. Ouch.
Shots fired. What about labeling?
TMD suggested calling it the Trump tariff tax, right on the receipt. Simple. Effective. Sean said imposing the tariffs was the real hostile act and supported Amazon showing the cost. Indoor War had a great point. Shouldn't Trump voters want this info? If he stands by the tariffs, why hide the impact?
Excellent point. If they're so great, shout it from the rooftops. Show the cost.
Jeff had a funny idea. Amazon should have a notification, you've paid X dollars this year due to Trump tariffs. Like the savings thing they do?
Oh my God, yes, that would be brilliant. And brutal.
Charles just asked, why is informing consumers an issue? Benjamin called it transparency, educating customers, basic stuff, really.
Then you have the inevitable whataboutism, right?
Yeah.
The Mike's bringing up Biden.
Yep, a couple of mics saying, why didn't Amazon do this during Biden's inflation? But others push back, saying, global inflation versus a specific targeted tariff hike. They're different beasts.
They absolutely are. One is a direct tax imposed by one guy's policy. Apples and oranges.
Stevie A asked why itemizing costs is suddenly hostile. AT said the tariffs are hostile and political. Transparency is good. Bob called it full disclosure and slammed the admin for opposing truth. D thought it'd show if retailers are just passing costs on or price gouging.
Ooh, interesting angle. See, they're adding their own little markup on top of the tariff.
Jim suggested putting the White House phone number on receipts for complaints. That's bold.
Imagine the call volume. What do you think? Should we all start calling? Let us know in the comments, you magnificent rabble-rousers.
A2 asked why the most transparent administration ever hates transparency here. Joe figured they want to blame inflation on others, not their tariffs. Robert said consumers have a right to see the tariff like sales tax. It is a tax after all.
It literally is a tax. Just call it what it is.
John said their business lists a tariff recovery fee. Christian predicted car dealers adding a Trump tariff sticker. Buzz wanted a separate line item always for transparency. Elle just said, hey, private company, Amazon can do what it wants.
True enough, legally. But the pressure, eh?
Mark actually sided with Amazon for once, called it customer-friendly. Samson flat out accused the admin of being anti-transparency. More mics debated inflation causes. Turnstiles asked the simple question again. Why not show it like sales tax? M called showing it the truth, not hostile. Eric agreed, it's only hostile if you think transparency itself is hostile.
Which apparently some people do.
Yeah.
Any more name suggestions?
Detroiter suggested just calling it Trump tariff in all caps. Gets the point across. Steve said his suppliers are already sending notices about tariff price hikes. Blue Bike basically said everyone knows tariffs raise prices and hurt the economy. 2012 CLC has seen tariff fees on receipts, thinks it should be standard.
It really feels like common sense, doesn't it?
Jim said, starting the trade war was political, showing the cost is just honesty. Diana Sabo loved the idea, thinks it informs shoppers, maybe pushes Buy USA. John thought Trump blasting Amazon was a real political move. By Face 2000 nailed the core lie. Trump sells it as a tax on China, but we pay it. Frontier asked again. Like sales tax, why not? Jake popped back in to say consumers pay, end of story, not political.
So, an overwhelming sense of, just show us the damn cost, from people commenting. But Amazon officially backed down?
Yep, Yahoo Finance confirmed it. No plans for the main site. Spokesperson Tim Doyle repeated the bit about maybe thinking about it for the cheapo Hall store, but nope, never approved and is not going to happen.
So, all that sound and fury over nothing. Or over a potential plan for the bargain bin site.
Pretty much. But Trump still made the call to Bezos, complained about the punch bowl report, and then did the flip-flop. Jeff Bezos is very nice, terrific. He solved the problem very quickly. He did the right thing. Good guy.
Ugh. Makes your skin crawl. Solve a problem by killing transparency. Good guy.
Right. And Leavitt kept banging the drum about Biden's inflation and that weird China propaganda story, just desperate deflection, trying to link it to Buy American. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy had even admitted earlier they were trying to keep prices low and talking to Trump's people about the tariffs, so they knew it was an issue.
Of course they knew. Everyone knew. They just didn't want us to know exactly how much it was costing us. Plus all the worry about the de minimis thing changing.
So yeah, the takeaway from this drunken ramble, Trump lost his shit because a company might have shown you how his policies make your life more expensive.
It's all about controlling the narrative, hiding the consequences. Don't let the peasants see the real cost of the emperor's brilliant ideas. Sneaky, sneaky bastards.
So what do you lot think? Is this just politics as usual or something more sinister? Are you noticing these costs? Let it all out in the comments below. We want to hear your rants.
Yeah, unleash the fury. And hey, if you enjoy wallowing in this kind of governmental garbage with us, hit subscribe, you beautiful tipsy truth tellers. Don't miss the next time we stumble face first into a pile of political bullshit.
Couldn't have said it better myself. If you dig these deep dives, subscribe. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you next time. Cheers.